All right, let's dive right into this explainer. You know that massive, incredibly common problem in the corporate world? The classic disconnect between business needs and technical execution? You've got business leaders demanding results right now, and technical teams needing precise instructions. And honestly, half the time, it's like they're speaking two completely different languages. So, how do we actually fix this?
Well, that is exactly where the business analyst steps in. A BA acts as the essential strategic glue holding the whole project together. Literally, they bridge that gap, they align those diverse stakeholders, translate those really complex business needs into clear technical requirements, and ultimately make sure that what gets built actually solves the underlying business problem. They're the driving force behind project success, for sure.
Here is our quick roadmap for today. We'll be covering requirements gathering, stakeholder engagement, process optimization, a real-world case study, and wrapping up with a review quiz. Part 1. The core. Requirements gathering and analysis. Okay, so building a successful solution requires a methodical three-step framework. First up is eliciting. This means you're out there conducting targeted interviews, running workshops, and observing actual workflows to uncover what's truly needed. Second, documenting. You're translating all those discoveries into concrete use cases and detailed specs. And finally, analyzing. This is the crucial part where you identify gaps between the current and future state, assess feasibility, and ruthlessly prioritize requirements based on actual business value. Moving on to part 2, the human element, stakeholder engagement and conflict resolution. Now, the absolutely crucial point here is proactive identification. As a BA, you've got to identify all the players, internal and external, super early on. You can't just listen to the loudest voice in the room, right? You have to really analyze everyone's expectations, facilitate transparent meetings, and maybe most importantly, resolve conflicts. Because let's be real, stakeholders are going to disagree. Your job is to actively build consensus and get everyone aligned. You're basically the project's chief diplomat. Part 3, optimization, process mapping, and redesign. So, here's a fundamental rule of business analysis. Before you can even think about introducing new tools or automating tasks, you absolutely must map out the current bottlenecks. Step 1 is process mapping. You document the current state to find those hidden delays. Only then do you move to step 2, redesign, where you simplify the workflows and eliminate the unnecessary steps. And finally, step 3 is continuous improvement. This means tracking performance metrics post-implementation just to make sure your changes are actually delivering real value. But wait, beyond those core pillars, a multifaceted business analyst wears a bunch of other critical hats. They handle solution design by spinning up data models and prototypes. They provide project management support, defining timelines and mitigating risks. They dive deep into data analysis to drive strategic decisions, handle change management by helping the staff adapt through training, and crucially, they ensure regulatory compliance, making sure everything is strictly up to code with industry laws. Part 4. Case study, data science, churn reduction. Let's see this in action. How exactly does a BA fit into a highly technical data science initiative? Notice how they seamlessly bridge the data team with the marketing team. For requirements, the BA interviews marketing to uncover retention challenges and prioritize the CRM integration. Over in solution design, they're working side by side with data scientists to prototype interactive churn risk dashboards. And for compliance, they are ensuring that any customer data used to train these predictive models strictly adheres to privacy laws. They're actively translating complex, abstract models into actionable, compliant outreach. Part 5. Engagement. Interactive review quiz. All right, let's take a second to test how well we've absorbed these frameworks. Look at this question regarding the core requirements phase. Which of these is not part of requirements gathering and analysis? Is it A, eliciting, B, documenting, C, designing solutions, or D, analyzing? If you guessed C, you nailed it. The correct answer is designing solutions. Designing is its own distinct phase involving process models, data structures, and prototyping. It's entirely separate from the initial requirements gathering phase, where your main goal is really just to extract and analyze the business needs. Let's try one more, this time focusing on the optimization phase. In business process improvement, what exactly does process mapping involve? The answer is mapping the current state to find inefficiencies. As we talked about earlier, you always have to map the current state to uncover those hidden delays and redundancies before you can re-engineer anything. I mean, you simply cannot optimize a process that you don't fully understand, right? To summarize our executive overview today, Keep this core tenet in mind. You are the multifaceted bridge ensuring project success. Whether you're facilitating a workshop, prototyping a predictive dashboard, or resolving a really tough stakeholder conflict, your ability to connect the business problem to the technical execution is what drives true, undeniable value. Make sure to grab the resources provided with this explainer, including the VBA macro script, so you can automatically generate this exact professional slide framework for your next stakeholder meeting. But before you go, ask yourself this. Think about the last project your team really struggled with. Was the technology actually flawed, or did you just lack the right business analyst to bridge the gap between what was requested and what was truly needed? Something to think about. See you in the next explainer.